You've reached Greedy McBottomline, movie executive extraordinaire. How can I help you make me richer tomorrow? Ah, hello movie doctor. Have you finally gotten around to that Twilight franchise I had a hand in? No, you self-obsessed money muncher. I'm talking about the live-action anime that you and your people destroyed. Last Airbender? No, I didn't have a part in that one. That was all Shyamalan. No, you lizard-like, slick-haired douche nozzle. I'm talking about the one with the rich comic history and anime backstories. Ah, you mean Speed Racer. I gotta tell ya, I thought for sure that giving the Wachowski brothers over $100 million in budget would have made that movie bigger than Star Wars. No, you stupid suit-wearing spawn of Satan. I'm talking about Dragonball Evolution. Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. You're breaking up. I didn't hear that last part. Oh, look at the time. I've got to make a certain call to a wolf pack to see if I can't squeeze 3 more sequels out of them. Talk to you later, Doctor. Don't hang up on me, Greedy. I have a bone to pick with you. Do you hear me, McBottom? Damn it. Oh, hey, movie interns. Movie Doctor here. As you can see, I'm a little worked up over Grand Rounds this week because it pertains to a great financial and critical flop that I had to sit through again. Dragonball Evolution. But to try and stay as objective as possible, let's see what brought this movie crashing down in shame and disaster. Dragon Ball was originally released in 1984 as the immensely popular Japanese manga by Akira Toriyama. After gaining a large foothold with his printed work, Akira's creation found its way to television and even more popularity with several spin-offs and continuations, Dragon Ball Z being the most evident. It was clear that Dragon Ball was a popular force to be reckoned with, as the franchise launched more than just TV shows and comics. In the 90s, movies, video games, music, and even collectible card games made Dragon Ball a dominating force. So why not have Hollywood have a stab at making a live-action movie? No one should have wanted this to happen. In 2002, 20th Century Fox acquired the rights to a Dragon Ball movie and went through the usual pre-production hustle until finally finding some interest in 2007. Of course, leave it to the studio execs to make writing this thing a complete quagmire of crap. Going through 5 to 6 rewrites, with the final one apparently being so bad that even director James Wong did not even want to be mentioned as one of the co-writers in the credits. To add insult to injury, Toriyama, who was credited as an executive producer, tried to distance himself from the project when the movie opened in 2009, telling his fans that saw the film to just write it off as an alternate universe. A downright horrible concept which has been growing more and more hype, especially in the most recent box office blockbusters. So let's recap on what we've got. A director who's ashamed of his own script, a studio that wants to capitalize on a big name, and a creator who doesn't want anybody to notice he's in the credits. I'm gonna need something strong for this one. Ah. Okay, let's proceed. We begin with a little backstory about how this evil for evil's sake bad guy Piccolo and his henchmen were going around like Oprah on a murderous rampage.
Everybody gets to die!
Until a group of heroes comes by and tells them to get in the flask for all of time. Then we fast forward to the present. Or is it the future? Or is it the past? Yeah, this movie has a bad time trying to show what time frame we're actually watching it in.
The first rule is, there are no rules.
The first one to make it to the second bridge and back wins. This overly sweaty Edward lookalike is Goku, and he is training with his grandpa, Gohan.
Prepare to eat dirt.
After losing in the fruitiest way possible... Oh, come on, everybody's thinking it, I'm just saying it. Anyway, after getting beat by his grandpa, Goku whines that all he ever learns from Gohan is how to fight.
Teach me how to get the girl. Teach me how to talk to her without stumbling all over everything I say.
Look, kid, you're barking up the wrong tree. I mean, I know you don't have any friends, but read a book or look on the internet or do something besides asking a kung fu master to teach you about women. In fact, you are way too well dressed even to be a school outcast that you claim to be. I know I might be fitting into a trope here, but this is what a school outcast would look like, not this. Sorry, little bit off topic. Gohan gives Goku a Dragon Ball for his birthday, telling him that there are 7 in all, but this one is all Goku's now. Gee, thanks, Grandpa. Bouncy ball. Just what I always wanted. It's not like I'm a teenager who ever won an MP3 player or a tablet. Or hey, how about a car? Fuck that. I've got a pretty glowing ball now. We get a glimpse of how horrible high school still is for a person not in the popular crowd.
Right here. Come on, baby. Show me what you got.
And then it's off to check in on our villain, who was supposed to be in a flask. What the hell, movie? Wait, hold on. Let me read here. First he was out of the flask, and he put an end to the flask, and then no one was actually releasing him from the flask. Wait, I mean, you had one job to do, movie. One job. So we see that Piccolo is collecting the Dragon Balls. But for what reason? We'll never know. In fact, besides the opening scenes, the villains of the film don't really say or do much. And while in many respects this thought of an imminent threat can be downright terrifying to consider, in this particular movie, it's god-awful. We literally never hear who Asian Lady Gaga's name really is. And Piccolo never explains why he wants to kill everything and everyone, or why he even wants to collect the Dragon Balls. These two are clearly suffering from one of the worst cases of plot-itis I have ever seen. Piccolo and weird Asian lady are just a few of those across the country suffering from plot-itis. It's silent, it's deadly, and it can ruin your favorite movies. But you can help. Talk to your friends about plot-itis. Let them know the serious consequences it can cause. And together, we can stop it in its tracks. Back at school, Goku reveals he has a crush on the forced love interest Chi-Chi, and he is invited to her house for a party she is having. While at the party, which is apparently being held at Gatsby's, he is confronted for no fucking reason by the resident bullies, and puts on a display of grand douchebaggery to show them a lesson in how not fighting can solve any problem. Kid, I know you're a kung fu master and all, but I guarantee that your grandpa had to have taught you that fighting and or not fighting should be your last resort. In fact, you probably could have just walked around the other way to get to the house, and the bullies wouldn't have given 2 shits. Now you look like a total tool to everyone else, except your precious little girl thing, who is still only interested in you because the script called for it.
Doing good.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that he completely blew off his grandpa, who had prepared a birthday dinner and a cake to go after a girl for the first time ever. Yeah, this is the kind of guy I want to be saving the world. So Goku begins to sense that his uncle is in trouble, and he would be right. Gangster Piccolo and I wear too much eye makeup to hide my butterface underneath chick came by to let Gohan know that they find his lack of faith disturbing. Not finding the Dragon Ball they were looking for, they wreck the house with better force work than any Jedi I've ever seen, and then they get away before Goku comes and rescues his grandpa from the wreckage. But Goku is too late, because Gohan is dying, so the old man tells Goku to find Master Roshi and the other Dragon Balls. We then meet Bulma, a technophile with a penchant for sounding overly masculine.
Somebody stole my Prometheum orb.
And giant hair pieces. She is also after the Dragon Balls, because the one she owned was stolen from her labs, and her little Dragon Ball tracker led her straight to Goku's.
I'm leaving here without it.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a Dragon Ball. Zushinshu, 4-star ball. I promised my grandfather I would keep it safe, so I'm not letting anyone take it from me.
4 stars. Prometheum orb has 5 stars.
Who's the idiot? Look at it.
Is not.
Is 2.
Is not.
Is 2.
Mom!
Maybe we could help.
After explaining that his Dragon Ball isn't Bulma's, Goku suggests they team up to find Master Roshi and the other Dragon Balls. And Bulma, having no reason to trust the spiky-haired brat, agrees to help anyway. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. How about now?
Damn it, no!
I'm hungry. So the pair makes their way to Future City, where they must have been right next to a Renaissance fair, because that is the only place I've ever found a turkey leg that big. When Goku's kung fu sense starts tingling, they follow it to a single brownstone on an island surrounded by construction. Inside, they quietly sneak around until the kung fu master of clumsiness continues to show his awesome skills as he wakes up Chow Yun Fat. Now, I will admit that Mr. Fat seems to really enjoy his role in this movie. And who wouldn't? He is playing one of the most eccentric characters in the series. Master Roshi is perverted, senile, hilarious, but also very wise. And Chow's depiction is spot on, aside from the unnecessary blue contact lenses and over-the-top anime gestures.
You are Master Roshi.
I am Muten Roshi, the Invincible!
To be fair, though, his overacting is way better than
My
this.
grandfather is dead. He was murdered. I will avenge him. But before he died, he asked me to find you and to tell you that Piccolo has returned. He said that you would know what to do.
You are the only thing that understands me, Maker's Mark. Anyway, Roshi decides to join the search for the other Dragon Balls and train Goku in the ways of airbending. Yep, you heard me, movie interns. This fucker just told Goku that all this energy control is just mastery over the elements, just like an airbender. Which makes sense, seeing as how all the ki waves and energy control looks almost just like the effects they throw around in Avatar. And if I were the last airbender, I'd either be pissed off I never learned to do a Kamehameha, or I'd call my lawyers and sue Roshi's ass for trademark violations. Hey, it worked for James Cameron. So they make it to a secret place to have Goku train, even though they're all on a schedule to find the other Dragon Balls before the end of the world, and they find the place to be overrun with martial artists training for a tournament. Including Chi-Chi, who is still as awkward as ever.
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
Line?
Walk with me.
Yeah.
This is where everyone comes to train for the big tournament in Toisan. That's what I wanted to tell you at the party before he suddenly took off. I heard about your grandfather's accident.
Whoa, did we miss a cut somewhere?
I'm so sorry. The house collapsed?
Yeah, something like that. Hey, what was it that you wanted to tell me?
What? She just told you!
Nobody at home knows this, but I'm a fighter too.
Oh, really? You think?
They just wouldn't understand.
This is beyond confusing. In fact, it's completely nonsense, as she really shouldn't be in this fucking movie. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this right now. Greedy! No, seriously. I told him he just had to show up and act like he was directing. Then he'd get paid top dollar while Jaden's dad did all the work. Yeah, I know. He'll never recover from that Scientological disaster. What? Movie doctor? How'd you find me? I just googled Big Shot on vacation and then found the nearest camera guy so we could talk. Yeah, that'll fly. Believable. So what are you complaining about again? Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. It that shall not be named? Yeah, better. Just answer me this. What point did Chi-Chi have in this movie? Why, she's the love interest, of course. Yeah, we know all that. But why add her into a story that already had so much going on to begin with? What with the addition of Yamcha the Desert Bandit, Roshi the perverted old dude, and Bulma the techno freak, we don't need a love interest to keep people interested. You could have just made these four the focus of the story and fleshed them out for us. Or better yet, we could have actually given Piccolo more story than just, he came from space and fucked up our shit. Doctor, you're not thinking cha-ching dimensionally. Right. I have a real problem with that. Us awesome types in Hollywood have found that the best way to bring in a larger female demographic to a predominantly male fan-based movie is to add a love story so that girls can rationalize that it can be seen as a date movie, thus adding more dollars to my wallet. These two are a horrible excuse for a love story, though. At no point does either of these actors look even remotely interested in one another, even when they share scenes. But you gotta admit that Chi-Chi is one hot piece of... That's another thing, McBottom. What's with all the TNA? Every woman in this thing, even the practically mute hench girl, is always finding themselves in scenes with more boob showing than the whole cast of the Dead or Alive volleyball game. Even the movie posters are littered with these huge tracts of land. All the more reason for the boys to want to come to see this thing, Movie Doctor. It's obvious that to put butts in seats, you gotta put butts on screen. Clearly it didn't go as well as you hoped. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what went wrong there. I don't have time for you anymore. So with the help of Yamcha, the group finds their way into an underground lava cavern where the next Dragon Ball is. But Piccolo must have spent some time with Rita Repulsa, because he decides to send down some specially made putties to delay them. Make a bridge out of them!
Impressive.
After getting the Dragon Ball, Bulma informs them that there's only 2 days left before the solar eclipse, and there's no way they'll get all the Dragon Balls in time.
The only chance the world has now is in Toy-san.
So Roshi takes them to see Ernie Hudson? What are you doing as a Tibetan monk, Ernie?
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say.
This is Master Sifu, who Roshi asks to make a new flask to trap Piccolo in. Even though we already know that this won't work, we're gonna do it anyway, because there's gotta be something to do to pad out the film, right? There's some more awkward love scene crap, and Chi-Chi meets Chi-Chi in an all-or-nothing chick fight. Alright, Goku, just knock out both of them and sort it out later. One of them stole the Dragon Balls, and instead of getting caught with your pants down, it's better to just...
Oh, shh.
Wrong one.
He's an idiot.
Are you okay?
Oh, good, he's dead. Oh, damn, he's alive again.
Pain is good.
Now that Piccolo has all the Dragon Balls, the team races to stop him, and Piccolo reveals that Goku is actually his henchman, Ozaru. He was conveniently sent here 18 years ago via a plot meteor, in hopes that no one would notice, except an elderly kung fu master that could train him to one day grow to become an overdone McCG ape and kill all the good guys. See, it makes perfect sense. No, it fucking doesn't! All these movies have really increased my alcohol tolerance. Greedy? Yeah. I really hate you. Wait, is this a thing now? Because you said this last time and I... Yes, it's a thing, just go with it. Oh, okay. Sorry. I know. While Ozaru goes on a rampage, Roshi tries to trap Piccolo but fails. And with his last breath, he tells Goku that Ozaru can be defeated by just having a little faith.
I've gotta have faith, because I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. I've gotta have faith, the faith, the faith, baby.
Goku and Piccolo finally face off in an epic light show.
Red.
No blue!
No red.
No blue!
Shut up.
No, you shut up!
Doo-doo head.
Am not!
R2.
Mom! Of course Goku finishes Piccolo off with the Kamehameha Blast. And with the Dragon Balls finally together, they summon Shenlong, the Dragon God, and ask them to bring back Master Roshi from the dead.
Give life to Muten Roshi.
Really? Of all the wishes you guys could have asked for, you want this old guy back? The things I do. Here you go. The genie probably never had to go through this kind of crap. I need a better agent.
So the Dragon Balls scatter to be found once again, and Goku goes to find Chi-Chi after having knocked her out in the previous scene because he's Kung Fu Master Idiot. And obviously she's pissed about it, right?
What we hope will be a long not only economically,
I don't remember reading that.
socially. I feel better than
So that was Dragonball Evolution. And what's my diagnosis? It's not a good movie, it's not a good movie, it's not a good movie! Honestly, movie interns, it's clear they didn't give any fucks about creating a cohesive story for their audience. In fact, in their attempts to, quote, boil down the story to make it into a movie, they added more elements which clogged up the plot, all the while leaving out major explanations for important characters. Piccolo's role as a villain was pointless. Bulma and Yamcha were really superfluous, and Chi-Chi was clearly stuck in there for eye candy only. And I didn't have to read that on IMDb to figure that out. She really is that superficial of a character. And while we're on the subject of poor characters, the inexperience between the actors and the chemistry they have on screen makes me wonder if cardboard cutouts of the anime characters would have done better. Why not? Let's try it out.
I know this may be hard to believe, but we're a lot alike.
This is the best birthday I've ever had.
Today's your birthday?
Yeah, actually, right now.
And those aren't the only reasons this movie pissed me off. The action sequences and special effects were somewhere between nauseating and lazy, which were wrapped up with Airbender-esque energy waves that would have been more believable and faithful if they had just used magic markers and light sticks to do it. Shenlong the Dragon looked like a lazy papier-mâché grade school project that was never finished. And Goku's Ozaru transformation was decent, until they decided to just rewind the film during his D-transformation. Now, was there anything good about this movie? Well, Chow Yun-Fat as Master Roshi was adequate and rather enjoyable. Piccolo was actually pretty cool to look at, and if he had more screen time in development, I would have appreciated James Marsters' portrayal of him all the more. And finally, the fight sequences always seemed to be pleasing. Until they crossed into unbelievable territory with their crane shots and flying stunts. For the cringe factor, if my own discomfort and signs of fatigue are any indication, this movie gets pretty high marks, punching through at an 8 out of 10. It's just another miserable attempt at Hollywood taking something many fans grew to love with a proper medium and trying to recreate a passable live-action counterpart, but only getting a high-flying gross excuse of a blockbuster flop. Which goes to show that anime and manga should stay anime and manga. Well, movie interns, there's another one. That one hurt. Hopefully the next one won't. I am your movie doctor, and I'll see you in the exam room. Hey movie interns, thanks for watching my show. If you want to see any of the other videos, check out below. I have a Twitter page and a Facebook page as well, so follow me or like me on those. And I'll see you next time.
Bella, 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 oh god, Bella, oh, I have to say Bella, oh my god, Bella, wait, this isn't Bella.